Hi guys, today we're going to react to a live performance of Baku Baku by Gacharic Spin. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request by Home Gnome. Thank you, Home Gnome, for yet another request. We're excited to react to another Gacharic Spin.
Yep, thank you, Home Gnome. We appreciate the request.
破れた身の再確としゃぶったばっかの日々も最後のチャンスだって何を伝えよう一人で行ったた一人で誰かきっと見ててくれる止まれないここを選んだんだ Why not もうパッパッと灰になった無敵さはどんな未来を描くの
Well, we've said it many times about Gacharic Spin. They are a nuclear reactor of positive energy. I just love everything they do. Each and every one of them is like a force of nature. We got Angie, we got Oriona, Koga on bass, we got Hannah on guitar, we got Yuri on the drums, we got Tomazo on the other guitar. And we haven't reacted to Gacharic Spin in a little while, so you know it's a constant reminder of how amazing they are. It doesn't matter what my mood is. Every time we put a song of theirs, especially when we react to them, we need to really sharpen our senses and noticing the different things that they do. It's just an amazing experience. I just love them so much.
When this one started, I was trying to remember a way that you had of describing some of their songs in the past. I think you termed it controlled chaos.
Yep.
That's what this one feels like. It was like everything was thrown in there together, and it was all kind of led by Koga's bass, which reminded me of, you know, Mindset and those types of songs of theirs, and somehow they just make it all work. Just they sound fantastic, they look awesome, and just again, everything they do is top notch. Every time we see them, it puts a smile on your face. They're one of those bands, you know. They're just like a magnet of positivity or something like that.
Yeah, because the rhythm is so fast, it's like you can see both the chaos and the precision that they bring in. It feels like they're a single entity, that they know what one another is thinking.
They've been together long enough to know that, you know. Aside for Angie, of course, but Angie, you know, we've been saying this for a while now. She is absolutely awesome. She's really like taking charge, I guess, of the band as their sort of, you know, leading force. And she just continues to impress me in that regard.
Yeah. I'm getting kind of really curious. Like every time I think about what it would be like to hear them live, to be at one of their concerts.
Would be awesome.
I just love how they're all singing and they changed gears. Amidst all that chaos, they found time to change gears and they turned it into a slight shrooms trip, you know, song with the whole trippy vibes.
It was almost like a jazz break.
Yeah, yeah. We wouldn't expect in a song this short that they change gears that to turn it into something distinguishably different. So I'm just loving every second of it.
Yeah, well, there's one thing that they always are, which is exciting. So that was an interesting change. I really enjoyed that little sort of jazzy break in the middle.
Yeah.
There's about, I don't know, another minute to go. So I'm still hoping for a bit of a Tomozo solo. But awesome. This is a great song. This is definitely a little bit more chaotic than usual, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
There's something about it, like it's all like thrown together, and it's like there is actually an element of jazz already in this. When you look at it,
kind of makes you think if they do this live, you'll never hear it the same way again.
Yeah, although I'm sure you will. I don't think any of this is improvised, but it's just like it's all together, and it's still, I don't know how, but they always make it work. It's just so much fun.
Yeah,
love this band.
Yeah.
ここで息をするためバカになって生きてんだどっといた言葉完成にしてその先へ完成なさらどんな未来も描くの一人じゃない何も怖くはないよずっとベースアンサー繰り返してく音は止めないよ
An energy machine. They harness the power of 1,000 suns.
There's not much we can say. It's just like they never disappoint. They give it to us every time. Even though we've come to know that there's also like a quiet, more serious side to Gacharic Spin. Yeah. We've done a few ballads, and I think we were talking about this not that long ago, where we did quite a few Gacharic Spin songs in a fairly short time. We were saying, we should rename the show, the Gacharic Spin Show. So we had to kind of take a short break, which is why we've sort of now come back after what feels like a break. But I can actually say that, yeah, I missed them. It's been great to see them again. And it's always like a fresh reminder of how much we love them, but also of how good they are. I was trying to kind of look into the text a bit and, the lyrics and Baku Baku, what that means. And I couldn't quite work it out. I put it into like a Google Translate. It says Baku Baku means standard. I'm not sure that is the exact word that they used to title this song, but I don't know. And the lyrics that we found, I'm not sure how precise they are, but they did give us a bit of a sort of a general idea of what the song is about.
Yeah, we can't liberally try to talk about each and every line in the lyrics because we don't know how accurate the translation is, but the general idea is they're actually describing the obstacles and the adversities that they faced trying to fulfill their dreams as musicians. And they're talking about all the things that stand in the way of fulfilling one's dreams and the harsh reality that follows it, because most people don't become musicians. Or most people don't become successful musicians. And they did it. And they're in it. And it feels in the song that from where they are right now, they take the time to look back at what they went through to get to that place. They advise to those who wish to fulfill their dreams to just shut up the noise and do the work. Don't think about it too much. Just do the work. And things will fall into place on their own.
Yeah, I think that... we've covered many songs that touch on this particular theme, especially from Japanese bands and maybe even from Gacharic Spin themselves. I definitely recall other bands as well who basically talk about just having that confidence in yourself, believing in yourself, and not sort of swaying according to what other people want you to do or want you to be. Yeah. And that's where kind of the word standard actually fits.
Yeah.
Because what they're saying is, people want you to be the standard. They want you to be the normal, the same as everybody else. And it so fits with Gacharic Spin that they're not. And they're saying, we know who we are. We're not like everybody else. And we chose to stick with that. Yeah. And we've succeeded because, like you said, they shut out all the noise and did the work. So that does kind of work for this.
Yeah. It's actually an essential realization. One must not put the probability of their success on other people's support, because most people are programmed to think in a certain way. You will not get support if you want to do something that stands out. If you want to go against the current, you will likely not get support. And it doesn't have to come from jealous people or people who are just trying to put you down. It just has to come from people who think differently from you. And if you are looking to stand out, Most people will think differently from you.
There was a stretch in the song where I looked at the lyrics of, the translation that we have. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it made me think about, like you said, them looking back at how things were. The translation says, invincible star mode. What sort of future will you carve out? There are no footprints, step by step. Turn your curses into cheers. Go beyond que sera sera. Basically, I think it means turn the booing into cheering. They went up in front of audiences that may not have necessarily responded the way they thought they will, but they persevered. They went beyond. They went into invincible star mode, and what will be will be. They just attacked, and eventually the audience came around. Just an awesome song, and again, an awesome message. It helps us get to know the band a little bit more, which we always like, because this feels like a somewhat personal.
It's an attack, I think, on two fronts. The first one is never stop honing your sound and perfecting it, and really knowing yourself as an artist and what you can bring. And on the second front is never stop looking for your audience. You need to find your audience. You need to find people who love to listen to what you're doing.
There was a line that says, I'm not alone. There's nothing to be afraid of, which works on so many fronts. I thought that could be looking at other musicians or other artists that are in the same position, or saying, yeah, I have friends who support me, but also I have my band members, my sisters here. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll go on repeating the best answer and the final line, don't stop the music. So it feels like this is really about Gacharic Spin and what they've gone through to get to where they are today. And like you said, they give that advice to others, but they're also kind of appreciative of the journey that they've been through so far.
The standard way of looking at things, the people around them who are trying to put them down, it's not necessarily has to be with malicious intent, but it seems that the world around them is not taking a day off and putting them down. So they're advising themselves and never stop the music. We can't take a day off. We have to keep on pushing forward. So that's their responsibility, to keep standing out and to keep succeeding in what they do.
Specifically with that, there was a line that said, as many times as I heard stop, I chose continue, struggling on with a smile. So it's like putting on a smile and pushing through, no matter what other people say. Shut out ideals thrown at you. You've done enough. Basically saying you are enough, I think. You're good enough. Don't fall for the negative that people throw at you.
If it's you've done enough, then you've done enough to please other people as you went along with the social conformities. And once you've matured, then this is your dream and nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah, and like I said, knowing Gacharic Spin the way we know them, nothing's going to stop them.
Yeah.
This band is a force of nature, and we love them. And thank you, Home Gnome, for another Gacharic Spin request. We are loving seeing them whenever we get a chance to. So awesome. Thanks again.
Much appreciated, Home Gnome. We love your requests. We love reacting through Gacharic Spin. Thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
They're definitely interesting. They do seem very young. Some of them look like they might be teenagers.
Yeah, we've been wrong before.
From the lyrics, I kind of get a little bit of sort of teenage angst type of theme here. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you more than you know. Without you, there would be no show. So yes, keep coming back. We'll be here in a couple of days with a new episode. So we hope to see you then. Thanks again, guys.
Bye guys.